There is nothing like being in the middle of beautiful woods with a roaring fire, and that's what we're having a chance to do this morning because we have come back up to Copper Hill, Tennessee to Treehouse Mountain, sitting with Tom and Elka Detko and their dog Chica, who might be she's already walking away. Good to see you again.
Good seeing you, Julie. How's it going?
Thank you for letting us come back. We had a wonderful chance the last time we were here to talk with you almost deck top, at the Rubicon, one of your tree houses. And as soon as we finished our conversation, Tom, you said, you know what, I wanted to talk about dogs and the fun they have when they come here. So Chica has left the building. But talk about your approach to dogs when people come up here to enjoy a getaway.
We started allowing dogs to stay free back in 2018. Right off the bat. And dogs are near and dear to my heart. If we travel, we take our dogs. We always...
With us.
Yeah, always wanted people to be able to bring their dogs up here. But seeing the way dogs respond to being off lead up here and being able to run through the woods, a lot of dogs don't get to do that.
We talk a lot on our show and in conversations in daily life anyway about the stress that pets are under, and they feel it from their owners. So they are not without their own need to kind of decompress.
Yep.
In case you missed the last time we were here at Treehouse Mountain, there are these 4 tree houses on the property. 30 acres, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Lots of trails and off-trail hiking that you can do. But not only do people have a chance to come here and reconnect with nature, you're giving your dogs a chance to truly be a dog.
Yeah. You can see it on dogs' faces. I mean, the way they respond to it, and it's really nice because a lot of people show up with their dogs on lead, and like the masks coming off, it's the same thing. The leash comes off and the dog comes alive, and the dogs out here in this setting for some reason don't run off.
So I'm curious to know how things sit, because at work rather, I feel a little bit like John Denver sitting here around your campfire. So when people come and they're enjoying a weekend getaway or a full week, fall break will be here for us before you know it in October. Do they often congregate here at your fire pit? Do you have a lot of communal time up here?
No, there has, and that's been something that I've been dealing with a lot. It's generally people are trying to keep to themselves and do a romantic thing out here. And there are some people that come looking for a community, but it's not really set up for community. Unless they rent two or more
unless you
treehouse.
bring a whole group in there, then it's actually a really great spot because we can bring in here a lot of chairs.
Yeah.
And just can.
Our phase 2 is going to be out across the ridge over there, completely separate, and it'll have one communal bathhouse, it'll have one communal kitchen, it'll have one communal fire pit, and platforms for glamping, a little more low key. Not quite the luxury that you saw up here.
It is true luxury when you are here. So then this particular fire pit where we are this morning is yours to enjoy if you rent the Rubicon.
If you rent the Rubicon.
Okay, so it's exclusively yours.
Yes, ma'am.
But then the other tree houses are equally charming, and you have some fire areas there as well,
Each one
right?
has its own fire pit. Yep.
Yes.
Each one has its own.
Yes.
Did you try to design the interior of them, Elka, to each look different?
Yeah. It's actually amazing how, it's all are built in a tree, but each has their own charm, has a total different feel to it. So,
for some people who've never had a treehouse experience, it might seem they might be a little bit uneasy. So it's interesting to me the things that will make someone relax. You caught my attention last time we were here when you mentioned that when you go to inspect the different trees and you choose the ones that you're going to use for a new build, you have an arborist come from the Biltmore.
Yes, ma'am.
To give you a thumbs up.
Yep. And as you can see from the tree over there that fell out, since we'd built this, they do fall. The oak tree over there was built on a spring though, and we never would have used it to begin with. Yeah, trees fall. There's no doubt about it. But if you put it in a good strong tree, and you build accordingly.
And if you invest so much money, you know, because you want to be 100% sure. And we did have some big storms coming through here, and there was nothing there. They're just, it's amazing how well they're built.
You know, I read something once that if you want to feel young again, one of the best things you can do is give yourself new experiences. The day in, day out of a humdrum life can age you pretty quickly.
Yes.
So,
I have a saying.
Do you?
Every hour spent in a treehouse is an hour added onto your life.
I love it. Well, I can see why. Because what it forces you to do when you're here is get quiet again. You want to be quiet to take in the sounds. This fire popping
I know.
brings you back to being 8 years old. When people come to you, I know your website is great at explaining all the different layouts and features. You do ask for a 2-night minimum. So I mentioned the fall weather coming up. I can only imagine how it transforms once those autumn leaves
It is amazing,
turn.
sunny, all the colors, sunny, it's red and yellow and brown. It's just amazing.
Do you bring, I know you're from Germany, so do you bring some of your German love into the decorating of these houses?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yes.
Our designing was actually, our process was really interesting. I didn't even call it contentious. We have me, we have my wife, Elke, and my daughter, Layla. And there was seldom a complete agreement on things. So everything was a process. We're real quick to, if something doesn't work,
To exchange it.
we exchange it or give it away and put something else in that fits the space.
Well, you might be more picky than your clientele, because I know the minute people come here, they obviously know that they've come to a very special place. Last time, y'all used the word magical.
Yep.
Even just the natural landscape of it, the stones that are here, the big rocks that go up the hillside, you feel like you're in a fairy tale.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, thank you for the fireside chat.
You're welcome. Thanks
And
for coming back.
Thank
You've
you,
added
Julie.
how many years to my life have I added now?
Quite a few.
Thanks to you. And Chica's over there having a nap under the tree. A good day for a dog. You come and pay them a visit here at Treehouse Mountain. It's in Copper Hill, Tennessee. The contact information is there on your screen. You can book it for 2 nights, but trust me, you'll want to stay much longer. Talk about a great fall break experience. This is the place to be. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's make a s'more.